Um, I used to watch a lot of TED Talk to learn English. And I gotta be honest with you, this is just amazing because I am now as a speaker and I'm about to share with you how I learn English. This is, to me, to be honest, is absolutely, amazingly, wonderfully, awesomely, unbelievable. So thank you so much for having me, the TED team, everyone, my friends, uh, being here today. Thank you. So my name is Việt. My full name is Lê Văn Việt. I was born in Kim Thành, Hải Dương. No. Thượng Vũ, Kim Thành, Hải Dương, Việt Nam. Anyone from Hải Dương? Huh? Hải Phòng. Hải Phòng. Not Hải Dương, Hải Phòng. Nice. I'm a teacher. I am also a content creator. And the topic that I am going to share with you today is teacher or creator and why I chose to be both. Any teachers in here? Yeah? Creator? Nice. So I think I'm gonna share with you a big part of my life. I think first thing first, I think I'm gonna share with you how and why I became a teacher, an English teacher. So back in the day, if I'm not wrong, like, hang on, 10 years ago, I was pretty bad at English. My English was, really bad. I even failed like 2 times when I was a first year student in college. 2 English exams in a row, and it was crazy. It was like mentally painful, physically painful. It was crazy. It was a nightmare to me. And my English was bad, and I was not really into the idea of learning the language either. I didn't like it. I hate it. But you know what? Everything was changed when I got my first job as a bellman. You know what a bellman is? You know a bellman? Hang on. Nah, I failed the test. Bellman. That is me. The bellman is the person who's in charge of carrying stuff for guests, right? Luggages and things to their rooms, basically. And that is me. So I got my first job, and I would never forget that day. So normally we just welcome like Vietnamese guests, but on that day we needed to, hey, yo, where's me? So anyway, we needed to welcome a group of people from America, right? And there was a legendary moment that happened that forced me to learn English, and I'm going to share with you. So on that day, a friend of mine who was also a bellman. So when the group of guests, American guests, came to our hotel, he just hurried up to the group of them, and then I did not know exactly what he was talking to them, but suddenly one of them just put out like, if I'm not wrong, like $20, $20, and handed it to him. And I was like, what just happened, man? Why $20? Why that much money? Because let me tell you, $20 at the time was, in 2013, it was 400,000 Vietnam đồng, which triple the amount of money that I make for one day working 8 hours straight. You got it? Yeah? And I was like, what, man? What? I got a lot of questions in my mind, right? Then I just, I go and ask him, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Why you got a lot of money? And then he told me that he just greeted them nicely and gives him some compliment on the clothes and things, and he got that money. I was like, what the hell, man? I mean, that amount of money by just speaking a few like simple sentences in English. I'm like, nah, that was my first day at work and my last day at work, I quit my job. Then I decided to get back home and spend my time learning English with a dream of making a lot of money in the future. That's my purpose, very first purpose when I decided to learn English. Because I believe that if I speak Vietnamese, I'm going to get Vietnam đồng, right? If I speak English, bucks and dollars, it will eventually roll in, right? You agree with me? Yeah? Oh, cool. So yeah, and that's how my learning English journey began. Then let me tell you, at the time, I was pretty poor, my family was not that healthy either. My mom is a farmer, my dad is a teacher. I come from a very small town where everybody knows everybody, so we were not that wealthy. I could not afford any courses at any centers, at any schools, so I decided to do it on my own. I spent 20% of my time improving my pronunciation, my vocabulary on YouTube by watching TikTok, movies, and listen to a lot of music, right? And I feel like my listening and vocabulary improved a lot, but I believe that I think the key factor to master a language is to use it, to put it into practice. So I spend the rest of my time, like 80% of my time, practicing real English. How? I'm gonna show you. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's me, Young Lee. Right there, right there. Look, it was me in 2013, 2014. If I'm not wrong, 2013. At the end of the year 2013, I spent 80% of my time walking around the lake. I was thinking like I need to practice with native speakers to improve my English, to put them into practice. Then, of course, I did not have enough money to hire a teacher to my room and talk to me, right? But I know Hoàn Kiếm. You know Hoàn Kiếm Lake? Yeah? You know that? Oh my God, a lot of free teachers, And I just got there, I ride my bicycle all the way from I forgot, Phạm Văn Đồng, ngõ 6 Phạm Văn Đồng. Oh my God, that legendary. That place, I was staying there for a long time. I drove all the way from there to Hoàn Kiếm, which took me an hour and a half riding my bike. And then I got there, I was walking around. I literally asked everyone to talk to me, but in a polite way, right? I'm not gonna be like, hey, talk to me, hey, rush some Muslim and that, no. I asked them in a polite way. Somebody agree with me, agree to talk to me, we have a good conversation. Somebody say no, it's all right, let it be, keep the good energy going. That's my mindset. Then the more I practiced, the better my English became. And just by that way, my English got a little better every day, every time I go to the lake. But eventually, you know what? It's okay to go to the lake in the winter. It's all right. In the autumn, awesome, nice weather. Get an ice cream, awesome. Take a picture, good. But in summer, you can't imagine if you go to the lake in summer and you walk around the lake for one round. Oh my God, it's like a torture to me, I mean, I love English, but that feeling was just crazy. And then I decided to do something else. And luckily, a friend of mine, my good friend, introduced me an amazing solution. He told me about couch surfing. Does anyone heard about couch surfing before? You know couch surfing? You know? Oh, good. Anyone? Couch surfing? You got, oh, like a couch, and you surf on the couch. No. Couch surfing is an online platform that allows travelers over the world to request to stay with the locals for free. Hang on. Do you know Airbnb? You know Airbnb? Good. That's a free version of Airbnb, right? So next, that's me, you know, a little grown up, right? And after getting a little tired of walking out around the lake, I decided to do something else. I found couch surfing. Then I started hosting people from over the world, from France, from Germany, from America, from everywhere, Belgium, etc. Then I stay under the same roof with them. I talk to them, I cook with them, I play with them. I don't sleep with them, no. I sleep alone, you know. I'm good, you know. And yeah, and the more people I hosted, the more English I had to speak. And the better, obviously, eventually my English became. So after 6 months of doing that, I'm not gonna lie, after just 6 months of doing so, my English got a lot better, like a lot. From a completely zero English speaking guy, I became a pretty confident English speaker. My score in high school got a lot better, or I even could, you know, make a conversation and, you know, do a presentation in English very confidently. And all my friends in school were very surprised. They came to me and asked, "Hey, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up with your English? What did you do? Can you share with me?" And of course, I'm a kind man, you know. I share with them my story. Everything, whatever I did to them, they were very keen on my story. And eventually, they asked me to be their teacher. And then I say, why not? And that was my first time. Is that the second time? First time? Being a teacher. So I became a teacher. That's it. And look at this, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That is my first class. At a coffee shop. You know, me in the middle. You know, I look pretty like decent, right? Like a teacher, you know, like, you know, holding the phone and things, you know. So, God, a lot of memories. I became a teacher, and I've been teaching English ever since. It's been great. It's been awesome to be a teacher, to be honest. So that's how and why I became an English teacher. Next one. Making content. God. Another story. I think I need like at least a day to share with you every step and every detail sort of things when it comes to my story, but I'm gonna make it short. So when it comes to making content, just like English, I hated making content. To me, being a YouTuber or a TikToker or a content creator was not a proper job, you know? If somebody told me, hey, I'm a creator, I was like, I'm not gonna say it, you know? I think, get a job, man, you know? I didn't like it, you know, people dancing on TikTok and things like that. I was not really into it at all. I hated it. But everything changed, just like English. You know, in, my God, my memory. In, you know, when COVID-19 COVID hit Vietnam when? 2019. So in 2019, COVID-19 hit Vietnam, and you know, the closure and everything, lockdown and everything. I was still teaching English at the time, but because of the lockdown, I was mất dạy, you know. My God, which means I became jobless. Got no job. I got too much free time, and I did not know what am I gonna do? You know, I gotta do something. I couldn't make money. I can't provide anything for my family and things like that. I gotta do something else. And there's one person that changed my mind. My wife. She spent the whole night convincing me that, Lee, you are a good teacher and you could be a good entertainer. And I was like, entertainer? What? Clown? No, I'm a teacher. I teach. I don't make fun of myself and things. No. But sometimes, you know, you should learn this lesson. Sometimes you should listen to your wife. At least once in your life. Okay? So I listened to my wife. After 2 hours of her convincing me, 2 hours, and then I decided to be a content creator. Do you remember that? I learned English by staying and talking and staying with các bạn Tây, right? Yeah? I recorded some videos when I was staying with them. I did not want to post them anywhere at the time. I just want to keep it as our memories. But this time, I'm gonna show everyone, you know? So my very first video was a video of me just hanging out and teaching a friend of mine Vietnamese. Then, oh my God, I would never forget that moment. It was on Sunday. In the afternoon, around 3 p.m., I posted my very first video on TikTok. It took me 2 hours, no, an hour and a half to figure out how to post it and title and things like that. I was pretty tired, so after posting it, I went to take a nap. After an hour sleeping, I woke up, grabbed my phone, look, my God, I got too many notifications. I'm like, what just happened? I opened TikTok, click on the TikTok app and see, God, that video hit. After 1 hour, 1 million something views. I don't remember correctly. And I was like, what just happened? And that was the moment that I needed to rethink of being a content creator. You know what I'm gonna do next? You know? I told my wife about this. She was like, I see, I know, see, better listen to me. Then we spent another hour talking, venting to each other about the plans next. Then, long story short, I post more videos. And the more videos I post, the more views I have. And luckily, the more famous I become. So I was very happy. You know, that's how my content creator life began. Yeah? Good. And next one, some of my videos, you know, you might stumble upon some of them, you know, teaching Vietnamese, talking to some girls and guys, and you know, that sort of thing. Yeah. That's my good student, you know, he's great. He's my #1 student, he's my #2 best wife, online wife, and yeah. And the last but not least, there's one thing I want to share with you. Why I combine teaching and content creator is because I want to do something else. Instead of teaching in a traditional way, I want to combine two things. Because imagine if I could if I teach like one class of 20 people for the rest of my life. I think the maximum students I could help to speak English better is around like a couple thousand people. Compared to the population of 19 million people in Vietnam, my God, you need 100 something Viet, right? So if I could go online and teach, let's say 1,000 people at a time, 100,000 people at a time, then I can make my dream of helping all Vietnamese speak English better come true, right? So I got two messages. Let's wrap it up. Two messages for everyone. Number one, if you want to do something, just do it. Don't be afraid of making mistake. Don't be afraid of facing challenges. You will get what you deserve to get, you know? And the next thing is for all the teachers in this room and all the teachers might stumble upon my talk on YouTube, that we urge teachers and education. In the end, we teachers could change the world for the better. Thank you so much.